What you need is an amazing team. So you need to build a team. You need to find an amazing idea, et cetera, et cetera. But I always take a step back and rise above to the 10,000 feet view, 30,000 feet view of what is your vision.
Welcome to Unstoppable Podcast with Harry Sardinas, inspiring conversations with influential millionaires, investors, thought leaders, entrepreneurs who are making a massive difference with their innovative products and services, and sharing the challenges and wisdom of how they sold their first million.
How would you like to achieve your first million? And today we have Neely, which is a serial entrepreneur who values experts. So Neely, tell us, what are the 5 steps to make your first million?
First of all, Harry, the first step is to listen to your podcast and your amazing content.
Yeah.
So in addition to the gratitude of me saying thank you to you for having me here, I truly believe that your content is both inspiring and insightful, and but it is, as we all know, as entrepreneurs, the execution and following up and constantly living up to those tasks to make our first million. It's hard, but the consistency, just like yours, I think is key. So the first thing, or maybe the last, but one of the 5 is consistency. And then come the other 4. So I know many, and since I come from the startup world, many entrepreneurs hear this frameworks of what you need is an amazing team. So you need to build a team. You need to find an amazing idea, et cetera, et cetera. But I always take a step back and rise above to the 10,000 feet view, 30,000 feet view of what is your vision. And if you have a team, then what is the founding team's vision? Which means if I look 18 to 36 months down the road, what does this venture of ours look like? Is it small, lean, and mean? Are we 5 to 10 people on our team? Or maybe do we have 3 people and all the rest is all outsourced on Upwork? Do we have a 50 people team, 200, 300, 500 people team? Where are our offices? How do we work? Remote, not remote. Who do we serve? Who are our favorite customers? Maybe even find a few brands that are like, I'm going to nail that one. Not because of just the manifestation of it, but rather the true vision that has been statistically proven that 70% of entrepreneurs who have vision to detail their company, their goal, do reach it. And not just because of the spiritual mambo jumbo, but because it helps them screen many, many decisions along the way. So the more they're clear on their vision, the better it is for them, or easier for them to move on that path. The second thing that I would advise is to nail the founding team's core values. Core values are 3 to 6 words, means, phrases, maybe even a song that resemble what we believe in as a team and how we operate. Now, there is a framework to reach those core values, but the essence of them eventually is not just to find those words, and it's not just, teamwork, collaboration, truthfulness, loyalty. Fine. But there's always an extra step. For example, for
Absolutely.
me, right. So it's like to practice what you preach is nice, but to me, the more I dove in to understand what that really means, I chose the value that I call wouldn't it. Wouldn't it, based on Coach Wooden and his theories as a basketball coach to the universities in the United States way back. He died at the age of 104 practicing what he preached. So, and when you nail those core values, the most important thing is to find the common denominator of the team's core values with its customers and partners' core values. And why is that? We always talk about how important it is for entrepreneurs to find funding or to reach product market fit, which is what we just spoke about a few minutes earlier. To reach that product market fit means to nearly find those clients and strategic partners, by the way, that eventually may invest in your business, that you guys have a mutual connection. You have a low common denominator, belief or an operation mode that is easy to gain trust around. So number 3 after consistency and vision is core values. Then what's really important to me is the mission, or what is your North Star. The North Star, or the North Star metric, as it was, the North Star was snapped by Silicon Valley in California and is now used as a metric. And what is that North Star metric? It's a one metric, a one measurable element. For example, by the way, Airbnb, do you know what their North Star is? It's nights booked. How many nights booked?
Wow.
And that is what they follow. There's one metric that everyone follows. And when you have that North Star, you have
Wow,
that
that's very
one,
powerful.
you know how to screen all of the opportunities or no opportunities or search for opportunities that come your way and to engage with. So if, like for me, my measurement is not the amount of customers I have, but rather the amount of referrals I have from people who do not know me.
Wow, very
Who I have
powerful.
not met. That's my North Star, and I can rattle about it forever. But once you have that North Star, that is crucial. It's crucial to your mission, and again, it creates it removes the anxiety and all of the decision making of should we go left or right.
And everybody focus in that metric. That can make a big difference.
It
Absolutely.
can create a whole different kind of conversation, which,
100%.
by the way, many coaches on your on your show have already discussed the communication skills and how to speak and how to get your message across. So I won't dwell into that. But the moment you're so focused amongst your team, and believe me, I've seen probably hundreds of startups in just in the past couple of years, helping them grow, find their market fit, crystallize their messages. And that friction amongst them that usually derives with the lack of core values and not really understanding what they're measuring or what's the most important thing to measure, right? Just like at home. You did the dishes, you didn't do the dishes, the laundry, the this, the room, the bath, you didn't get this, you didn't get the milk. It doesn't really matter. Are the kids at home? Are they safe? No, but everyone has their own metric. And the fifth thing is the promise. A promise, and again, this is a framework I've been working on for nearly 15
I love
years.
it.
I launched my startup in the influencer management world and then helped companies go from pre-seed to IPOing on NASDAQ.
Wow.
And I found that these 4 elements, the vision, the core values, the mission, and the promise, are, when they're connected, that is the compass. So what is the promise? The promise is a little bit of an if-then. If you join me, if you become my customer, if you join my team, if you be my investor, then something. Now, the promise is very, very, very tricky because when I work with entrepreneurs, they say, I need a few messages, right? I need a message for my clients. I need a message for my team that I'm going to engage with, and I need a message for investors. No, you don't. You need one.
Absolutely.
And the moment that how will you know you have your message? It'll fit all 3 of them. And
what is your big promise? What is your big promise, right?
Exactly. Just like
I help people
move faster in the right direction.
Exactly. That's it. That's it. That is involved in 360 what you do.
Follow us for more interviews with world's most influential, audacious entrepreneurs that overcame challenges and adversity, providing you with the blueprint of how they sold their first million so you can grow your business exponentially.